Hey, how's it from the inside of the Jaecoo J7, and welcome to what's hopefully going to be another lekker episode of Tyrone Paulson Drives. Now, if you've watched any of my vids, and if you haven't, you're kind of missing out. I mean, like, where have you been? Anyways, you'll know that I've already reviewed the Jaecoo J7, and in that video, I've even said that I'd spend my very own hard-earned rands on that car. But listen here, things have changed. Well, not with me. I'm still the same petrol head with a caffeine addiction that really would spend his own money on this car. But the car has changed quite a lot, actually. But let's do the whole, opening sequence thingy first.
From the outside, you won't see much. It's still got that bold, premium SUV thing going on, but under that sexy styling, things have gotten a little bit more electric.
Let's start with the obvious, or, well, the not so obvious, and it's got to do with these wheels, which now have a whole aerodynamic kind of swirl into it. Probably so you can look fast even when you're stuck in Cape Town traffic, which nowadays is a common occurrence. By the way, it is actually very fast. And then there's the funny bit. It's got, well, two petrol caps, one on the left and one on the right. And no, it's not because Jaecoo's being indecisive. This second one here on the right-hand side hides a plug, a proper one. We're talking plug-in hybrid electric vehicle vibes in here. Now at the rear, there's also a new rear light design, which looks absolutely epic. I'm not sure if it's only available in the electric version, but yeah, it looks really cool. Then you'll also see a little PHEV or a PHEV badge, and underneath it you'll now find an 18.3 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery pack. It's a lot of words, and talk about a lot of words. It's not something you'd expect in a nameplate that you still can't pronounce without checking Google first. By the way, again, it's pronounced Jaecoo, not Jaecoo or Jaecoo or Jaecoo or even GQ, because that's a town in the Eastern Cape. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, not another hybrid or an EV story, Tyrone, please. Well, okay, hold up. Because this one's actually very, very clever. Because you see, it's got a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol engine, which produces 105 kilowatts and 250 Newton meters of torque, which already is just impressive figures, right? But then it also throws in, and get this, it's called a permanent magnet synchronous electric motor. Yes, it's a real thing, and I had to rehearse it a couple of times, but that gives you another 150 kilowatts and 310 Newton meters of torque combined, and it gives you 255 kilowatts and 525 Newton meters. That's serious stuff, especially from a brand that's technically only 2 years old. Now, I'm not going to waffle on about the styling again. I mean, if you really want to find that out, go check out my other video that I did on the petrol version of the J7. I'll leave the link, below. Just don't be lazy. Go click it. Go watch that one, and then you come back and you watch this one again. Okay, cool. Just do that. But what really is mad is about this is how different these cars feel to drive, even though they look exactly the same. For example, it's fuel consumption. Jaecoo reckons you should get 1 liters per 100 kilometers. I know, even I rolled my eyes when I heard that story before. But recently on a real world trip from Cape Town to Gqeberha, it averaged about 4.88 liters per 100 kilometers over a 1,228 kilometer trip. And that all from a 60-liter tank. I mean, let's be honest, that is really, really decent. Now, I know the big question that you have is like, oh, so how does it all work? Well, you see, what is cool is that the petrol engine doesn't actually do all the heavy lifting, if you know what I mean. I mean, it does add some extra power at higher speeds, but in actual fact, it's mostly just chilling, just acting as a generator. You see, the electric motor kind of handles the business of, well, really spinning the wheels, and because it uses a whole fancy super hybrid transmission, kind of sounds like a Dragon Ball Z kind of move, you know what I mean? Anyways, basically what it is, there's no traditional gearbox of like what we understand gearboxes to do. All that it does is that the power goes straight to the wheels from both the motors. It's clean, it's efficient, and it feels like you've always got torque on tap. Plus, it does make some vroom vroom noises, but sadly not enough to annoy your neighbors. Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to live with though. But it's got power. Oh! Now, the car's got, like most other cars, it's got 3 driving modes, right? The usual, the eco, the normal, and sport. And the funny thing is, I've been driving in eco mode the whole time, almost like a retired surfer in Muizenberg, bro. Because this car's just so smooth, but it's got enough punch. You know, it makes you feel like you're doing something for the planet while going really quick. And while overtaking taxis and Polo drivers. I should stop messing with Polo drivers. I mean, I am a Polo driver. Now, yes, you can drive this car in purely electric mode. Jaecoo claims that you should get about 80 kilometers on a full charge. I got about 65 kilometers out of it, which is close enough to their figure. And you can charge the car at home with an AC charger, or you can just go to a DC fast charger if you want to be kind of fancy. Now, I used an almost fast kind of fancy one, and I managed to charge the car from 30% to like 98% in like 40 minutes, which is enough time for you to go get a wimpy breakfast and scroll through Facebook. And look, because you still got that petrol engine that's there to, well, charge the batteries, you don't get that terrifying range anxiety that you get in a full EV, which, let's be honest, is still a real thing in South Africa, where charging stations are about as rare as working robots in Johannesburg. If you know, you know, right? Now, inside here, it's still very, very fancy. You still get all the premium finishes, comfy seats, enough space with all the amenities and all the tech that you really need. I mean, overall, it's a really, really lekker layout. But a few things have changed. And it starts with the most obvious one, which is that you notice that there is no start-stop button, to turn the car on and off. It's just, when you unlock the car, it's just already on, ready to go. And then there used to be a driving gear selector here. It's now moved to on the steering wheel, the driving stalk, and I think that absolutely is brilliant. It's kind of almost like Mercedes. But the little thing I have is this minimalist kind of look that it kind of has. And one of the things it has is with the window switches, it now works in kind of reverse. It kind of makes no sense. I mean, it's too minimalistic. It's almost like people that wear, pluckies and shorts in winter. What's wrong with us? I mean, what's wrong with you guys? It's kind of silly. It works, but kind of silly. And then there's the infotainment system. Now, before it was good, but this one has been upgraded, so it's a lot more smoother, but there's some things that kind of just feel a little bit like a schlep now. You see, there are no shortcut buttons visible when you're using things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So what needs to happen? You then need to go into your phone menu, which is on this big, giant, massive screen, and then you got to go to find the Jaecoo exit button, and then you got to hit that, and then you'll be able to only interact with a lot of the stuff. Yes, there's kind of shortcut buttons, but it's for stuff like driving mode and EV and HE mode. Give me some other stuff. And then there's the mirror adjustment controls. You got to press a button now on the steering wheel, which then pops up a little screen, which then allows you to use the 2 controls on the steering wheel to control the windows. I mean, yes, I know that you should technically be setting your mirrors before you drive off, but I mean, come on, Plus, we South Africans, we like to multitask. Like one hand on the steering wheel and then another hand holding a garage pie while trying to not get it all over you. I smell this for a garage pie. Like a pepper steak one. Anyways, listen, it's a bit of a faff. And I never complain about buttons, but that would be an actual cool option if it was available. But otherwise, everything else works really, really well. I'm just nitpicking to try to maybe find something that I don't like, but I still like this. Still very, very good. I even think it's better. Much better than what it was. Or is. It's better. It's cool. It's very cool. Now, Now, pricing hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but I will put it on the screen once it has been released. But we're hearing maybe it might be just under the 900,000 Rand mark. And if they do that, then suddenly this thing's not just good, but it's dangerous. Well, for its rivals like the BYD Sea Lion and Toyota's RAV4 PHEV, or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. That word is difficult to say. Warranty and servicing, that's also not been confirmed, but if it sticks to, well, Chery Group's usual game plan, we're probably in for some solid support. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I already like the Jaecoo J7 with the previous review that I did. I mean, it's good looking, it's practical, it's well spec'd, and now, as a plug-in hybrid, I think it's even better. Well, assuming that they'll maybe fix the things in the infotainment side and that the price lands right, this might be, I think, the sweet spot for us as South Africans when it comes to, well, electric vehicles. Yes, I'm still a petrol head, but even I can see that the future is electric, or at least partly electric, like in this car. And for now, hybrids like this give us the best of both worlds, especially in a country where, well, you know, Eskom could ruin your day faster than potholes ruin a brand new tire. The Jaecoo J7 plug-in hybrid, I think, might just be the local game charger we've been waiting for. You kind of see what I did there, not changer but charger, because it's a plug-in hybrid. Well, you kind of get what I mean, right? Anyways, thank you very much for watching this edition of Tyrone Paulson Drives, and as always, please let us know what you think of this, the Jaecoo J7, and by putting in your comments below. At the same time, also, please hit the like button as well as clicking the bell icon to be notified when I upload another video. And if you haven't yet, please think of subscribing. With that said though, drive safely and catch you on the next one.